Hello everyone, what's up? It's me again, JunkMaster3, and we know it's finally time for the top 5 of the month for the month of June. So these are going to be my 5 best movies that I watched for the very first time during the month of June. And keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. So when it comes to when I'm like ranking these like video like films in general, sometimes they can like sort of like switch around from time to time because I mean if I would have like rewatched any of these films, they probably would have been in a completely different order. Who knows? Just to make sure, yeah, just to put that out there before I continue with the list. So let's begin right away with number 5. So at number 5 we have the Norwegian movie called Troll. What's it called? Troll Hunter. This is the Swedish release. That's the reason why it has the Swedish title right up here. And this is a film that I always heard good things about, but I hadn't checked it out until recently. And I'm just so bummed out that I waited such a long time before checking this one out. This is a really great sort of like found footage type of style to it. It does remind me a little bit of Blair Witch. I know it's weird to say like you compare basically every single found footage film with Blair Witch, but it's sort of like that. But you like replace like the witch aspect of it with more like trolls and stuff. And they have like this really unique, strange, like mythological things when it comes to like trolls, like different types of trolls, because it's basically about this like these like I think they're supposed to be like journalists or something, or they're supposed to be people that they are investigating in this thing. So they kind of like follow this guy around, and obviously he doesn't want to be disturbed, so he kind of wants to keep this as a secret. But then eventually he takes them along on this journey, and it just goes crazier and crazier. And yeah, very tense and really frightening type of film without showing you too much of what really is going on, really. So great atmosphere, great found footage film. More people should check this one out. Definitely one of the better like Norwegian like horror films out there. And once again, this just proves me once again that Norway knows how to make great movies, like horror movies, much more so than Sweden, my native country. So but anyway, Troll Hunter, if you haven't seen this one, if you're a fan of like found footage or like found footage type style of horror type of things, go check this one out. Really, really good. And then some people might ask yourselves like, why? How can you rate this film like above Troll Hunter? Well, like I said before, this is my opinion. This is just how it is, as it is right now. If I watch these, yeah, like I said before. So number 4, we have, oh, ironically, a 4-pack, but obviously it's like just one film in this collection. And it is the movie right down here, which is Eye of the Tiger with Gary Busey, which is at number 4. I have seen all the rest of these films right here in this 4-pack right here. This one has Cyclone, Alienator, Eye of the Tiger, and Exterminator 2. Now, if I would have ranked all of these, I would say Eye of the Tiger, the best one, Exterminator 2 at number 2, and then Cyclone, and then lost Alienator. Alienator was just terrible in almost every single aspect of it in general. But Eye of the Tiger is once again one of these like vengeance, revenge type of films that I already have a soft spot for those movies in general. I've been on this like role of like revenge films lately, so maybe that's another reason why. But it basically has Gary Busey in it, and he has to team up with his old Vietnam vet friend, I believe. I think it's Yaphet Kotto who is in that film as well. Yeah. And then you also have like the always great William Smith, who plays like the bad guy in this one. Love his voice. I mean, that really like gnarly like type of voice too that he has. I mean, I really think he was an amazing actor when it comes to like portraying like really like horrible like scumbags or really horrible villains. But so it's like a revenge tale, really. And I love the fact that they actually I guess they acquired the rights for using the song "Eye of the Tiger" by Survivor. So you hear a lot of that music as well. So that's kind of cool. But Eye of the Tiger, really entertaining revenge, vengeance type of film, or like vigilante type of film, you could say. So yeah, Eye of the Tiger, really entertaining if you like those type of films. So check it out. Then at number 3, we have a movie which I don't have in the collection. I actually watched this on TV, and this one just really blew me away. Didn't really know what this was going to be all about. But then I saw, yeah, the thing that really caught my attention was really the fact that I looked it up and I saw that this one was from 2015, and this one had Christopher Plummer and Martin Landau in it. I'm like, oh, those two old geezers, they must have been really old when they made this film. So that's really what really piqued my interest. So the movie is called Remember. Like I said, I'm not sure if I said the title, but Remember is the title of the film. a horrible title. I just really think they should avoid, when you make a film, you should avoid like one title movie, like one word titles of your movies. That's what I wanted to say, because yeah, it kind of like gets mixed up with other movies really. But remember, it's basically about Christopher Plummer's character. He's like in this retirement home, and he's friends with Martin Landau, who's also in this same retirement home. And then he decides to seek out the like a, I'm not even sure if we can say that, but like a war criminal from the Second World War that was responsible for the death of many of his like friends and whatnot. So he goes on this journey and tries to track him down, and then obviously there's some obstacles along the way. And then there's also like this twist towards the end of the film that I didn't really see coming at all, which I thought was just, I mean, some people would probably really despise that ending, but I thought the ending was just very clever and very interesting and very effective, really. So if you like those type of like drama type films in general, or if you like any of those actors, go give this one a watch. Really, really great film. So yeah, Remember at number 3. Now let's see here. Then at number 2 we have the movie called Rock and Rule, and this is an animated film from or basically like hand-drawn animation, you could say, from the early 80s. I believe this is like 82 or 83. Let's double check on that. 83. So this is apparently a Canadian production as well, and it's basically about this like sort of like rock band, and they go out and they kind of look up towards this guy, the main villain of the film, which they don't really realize is the villain of the film, because he's like seen as this like rock god or something like that. And then he wants to kidnap their lead singer, or like their lead, like the female singer of their band, to like resurrect or sort of like to gain immortality, basically through some sort of like weird dimensional thing. The storyline is a little bit muddled. That is sort of like an Achilles heel to this film. But I mean, I don't think that is that bad in general. I mean, I think it's like, you kind of know what you get with this one, because it is a great soundtrack, very memorable characters. I really like the style of animation in this film. And you also have, what's his name, Lou Reed, I believe it is. Yeah, Lou Reed is like the main bad guy, or like whatever. And I mean, I'm usually not really that big fan of Lou Reed in general, but I mean, some of the songs in this one that he performs is just really, really great. And you also have Debbie Harry and Iggy Pop and Cheap Trick, so you know for a fact you're going to get some really great music with this one. So, I mean, this one also, I would say, it kind of reminded me a little bit of, if you kind of mix heavy metal, you know, the film Heavy Metal from the early 80s, if you mix that one with sort of like the style of Ralph Bakshi in a way, you kind of get this film. I know it's a weird comparison, but that's the best way I can describe this one if you want to have some other films to compare it with. But Rock and Rule, if you haven't seen this one, or if you like any of the other ones that I mentioned before, I didn't know this one, so check it out. Yeah, really, really great. So that was number 2. And at number 1, we have the classic movie, which also I'm a little bit of ashamed of myself that I haven't seen it up until recently. And it's the movie called Paris, Texas, which I think most people have probably talked about to death about this film. So this one has Harry Dean Stanton in it, and it has Natasha Kinski is in the film, but I mean, don't expect her to be like a lead role or thing like that, because she's more like a supporting type of character in this one. But I mean, I think all the actors did an amazing job in this one. Very fascinating storyline. And this is one of these films. I'm not going to say anything about the storyline at all, because I feel this is a film that you really need to experience from start to finish without knowing anything about it. That is really the best way to enjoy this film, really, in my personal opinion. And this one just really blew me away. Really great, sort of like a sad drama thriller type film. I mean, it's more like a sad drama. That's the best way I can describe it. But it has some wholesome moments in it as well, though. So, but anyway, Paris, Texas at number 1. What an amazing film. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. So that's it. That's the entire top 5 of the month of June. Next video is probably going to be the continuation of the 2000 series. I only have 2009 left, and then we'll see what happens after that. I think I'm kind of gonna try to prioritize some like horror review videos, because I looked into my channel, like some of the older reviews I made, and apparently they got a little bit more views than some of the other videos I made. So that's probably going to be a little bit of a, gonna prioritize that. And then obviously I'm gonna try to make the Arrow Blu-ray overview as well eventually. I mean, that's going to take a whole lot of time, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be my top priority, because I had quite recently made the Vinegar Syndrome overview. So but I'm gonna try to make the 2009 top 10 of 2009 horror movies for next one. So, but anyway, have you seen any of these movies? Please let me know in the comment section and give it a thumbs up or whatever. And consider subscribe to my channel if you want to, if you don't want to miss out on any new videos upload to my channel. So, so yeah, take care everyone, and yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.